Hola.
I'll send that to you. Welcome, everybody, to episode 24 of Moat 9. Can't wait to do the intro as well.
M-O-A-T.
M-O-A-T, the number 9. COVID 2020, part 2.
I wait, COVID 2020.
Yeah, no, 2020, and then 2, like part 2. Never mind. Bad joke. So, in setting up, we kind of established that I was a bad co-host and did not do my homework, so we don't have a whole lot to discuss, but we have a tendency to rant. We rant better than most people, so it's probably going to be a 2-hour episode
on just rants.
About just rants.
Rant.
We're going to rant the shit out of it. And we have the game on in the background, so if we seem a little distracted, that's why.
Yeah. Sir,
good to be back.
Cheers.
Oh, also real quick, what's the tapping thing? I meant to ask. What's the tapping thing?
For the homies.
Oh, is that what? Instead of pouring one out?
Yeah.
So why waste it? Just tap. Oh.
I always tap.
We'll turn the label this way so that 1, we're not getting paid. 2, we don't want to get sued.
3, it's all right beer. It's a little salty. Just a little bit.
I was gonna make a perverted joke, but we'll leave that out. Anyway, so
episode. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't want. Yeah, we're same thing as last week. I don't want to jinx it. We're pretty confident that it's gonna work out, but if all goes well in the next month and a half, we should have more of an official studio. I mean, this place is great.
Who has 4 thumbs and a studio?
Moat 9. Moat 9. It was funny because we were watching The Wedding Singer for like the 10 billionth time. And I made Lou run into the room. I'm like, come here, quick. And she ran. She's like, what? Like, look, this is the scene where I got the name for the podcast from. She's like, really? Serious? I'm like, yes, you need to know this because one day you're going to inherit the podcast and you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Give you something to live off of, hopefully. So, yeah, hopefully we'll have a more established studio, and I'll say why later.
Indoor.
I
mean, not that outdoor's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all, dude. And especially right now, even though it's kind of cold, you don't feel it as much because of the breeze. So,
not Drew Brees.
We're still gonna, we don't want to feel Drew Brees at all. I'm still gonna want to come over here once in a while and do it here.
Yeah, until I close this off.
Yeah, that'll be a good one too. So we'll have 2 studios. How about that?
Yeah, boom, boom.
Does Joe Rogan have two studios?
He probably has 4, but not 2.
Not the point, right? Let's bang Ozark out of the way real quick. It's just that. So,
season 4.
Season 4, part 1, because it's in 2 parts. To my knowledge, it's 7 episodes for part 1, 7 episodes for part 2,
8 episodes for part. There's only 2.
My good buddy over here has pretty much finished part 1. I was a bad host and I did not watch any more other than last week. But since he didn't watch anything, we can now talk about the 2 episodes that I did watch. So, if you can try to remember to keep it within the 2 episodes and not go past that, what did you think of those 2 episodes? Like I said, it's up to where Jonah has kind of betrayed the family. He's now helping Ruth with the accounting stuff. With that, since she's working for the crazy lady and her cousin or whatever it is. And the nephew of the main cartel guy is in Ozark causing all kinds of problems. They just offed the sheriff. Like, he just offed the sheriff out of nowhere.
Yeah.
In that sense, real quick, let me get my rant out of the way. In that sense, it's starting to bug me already because I'm like, don't pull a fucking Yellowstone to where you're going to start offing people left and right because it's going to look really suspicious and the FBI is right there working with you guys. That's another one. They got, I forget her name, but the FBI agent.
Okay.
She's in the house with the baby and they pretty much told her, you have to go. Leave the baby. You have to go meet with the cartel guy.
Meet Navarro?
That's where...
So she hasn't met yet?
No, that's where that.
But does
that's
she?
where we.
Dun, dun, dun.
Does she? Oh shit! I
I'm
don't
just
know.
kidding.
You went further ahead than I did, so I don't know. So up until that point, unfortunately, I apologize. But up until that point, how did you like it so far?
It's great. I mean, you know, just getting back to like,
Focus.
just getting back to watching Ozark and how dark it is, and sorry, stud cast on freaking,
Right?
you know, just getting back to Ozark and getting to see, it's just so drama filled. I mean, it's the Jason Bateman,
Yes.
Laura Linney, Julia Garner. Oh my gosh, Ruth.
Dude.
Every time she does this, like, I don't know what is it with her eyes that she rolls them all the time.
Yeah.
So Darlene Snell, the crazy lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. It just remembering how they left off was kind of like, oh shit, okay, now I remember. Now I know what's going on.
The recap.
Yeah, that's what it was like. Holy hell, you know what I mean? And they kind of like just picked up right where they left off, because of course they're gonna do that,
Right.
You know, with the exception of the van thing, you know. But of course it's kind of like
The van thing.
at the beginning.
Oh, gotcha. Yes. Yeah, because that's what I was telling you last week, like that. Because it threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching, I'm like, wait, and then they're like, oh, okay, that's going to be in the future. That's not happening right now.
Yeah.
Got it. That makes more sense. Because I was like, what the fuck, everybody's fine all of a sudden?
I know, right?
But we'll see
Yeah.
when I watch. But like I said, I'm looking forward to rewatching Ozark because it's not something ridiculous where you have to spend months.
The nephew, oh my god, dude, that guy's like driving me nuts.
There's no way he survives. There's no way that Navarro does not kill him, because Navarro's talking about wanting to get out.
Yeah.
The nephew's fucking that up.
Yeah.
That's the only bad thing to me about that is they've brought him in pretty late into the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if he was kind of grooming him to take over or whatever, why haven't we seen or heard from him up until now?
Yeah.
But, well, we'll have to see where they take it. So far, I'm with Ozark, I'm like the same way that I am with Marvel. Like, I trust that you know what you're doing. Knock yourself out.
And the storyline's really good, too. Everything that they're doing, it's always been really good. So there's something really weird that I noticed last night, and I'm a little ahead of you. But I noticed that the video, not the video, but the way they record, next time you watch it, look at their eyes.
Okay.
Their eyes are so weird, like especially with Darlene. Her, whenever they're filming her and she's on, you know, on camera, her eyes look like black, but with a little like shiny light.
Huh.
So weird. And then all of a sudden I just started catching it on all of them. So I don't know. But the whole thing feels dark, right? It's like in a blue, almost like
that's one of the that's what I think we mentioned that when we talked about it before was this I was gonna say filmography again, the cinematography, like the way that they shoot it. For me, that's a big part of why I enjoy it, because you can watch other movies, like let's say detective movies or thriller drama movies, and they're good, but to me Seven is a great story, shot great, great directing, but the tone that it has is a huge part of the movie, and that's, I think, a big part of this as well, because the way that I take it is everything that's going on around them is supposed to be like at the beach having fun, and it's like, no, there's this dark cloud over the town because of them. Yeah. And that's how they film it. That's one of the things that I love about the show.
Yeah, you'll see it next time. I like the tone.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Do you think it's just kind of an error of the way that they film, or it's supposed to be that way? Like they're doing it almost like a
I think it's
silent character type thing.
No, I just think that that I think it just coincides with the tone of the show. It's just that's something that I noticed.
I got you.
And then I kind of just kept noticing it. Yeah,
I'm
like,
stop.
What?
You couldn't stop.
Like, what's going on here? Like, you know. So
I'll have to pay attention.
But it's good. That nephew, man, he's just.
Yeah. Anywho.
Well, that's pretty much it for Ozark.
That was pretty much it for Ozark. Technical difficulty.
So weird transition, but oh well.
Right? Even the video quality are going to be a little off. It's going to be holy shit,
Right?
4K, and what the hell happened? All of a sudden they're pixelated. It's like Super Mario Brothers.
Right. Beanie.
Right? Ah, shit, that would make me Bowser. That sucks. I don't like this anymore. I want to change the subject. So yeah, we don't have whatever rant we talked about on the other clip. We have no idea what it was. Book of Boba.
Well,
so what did we say about Book of Boba? I mean, what should we say?
Best episode ever.
Best episode ever, which I did call bullshit on the last one, the one that we didn't record. That it's really sad that everybody's going.
Is that the wrong one?
It sounds similar, but yeah, that's like a remix.
That's kind of weird.
It's really weird.
I tried.
Right?
Tried.
It counts.
Yeah.
It's really weird that everybody's going apeshit over this episode because it's not a Boba Fett episode, and I think that's why they're going apeshit. It's their beloved Mando. Because Boba does not appear in this episode. Well, no, actually, technically he does because they show a flashback. No.
Did they? I thought they showed him at the beginning.
I don't know, but he
previously on Boba Fett.
This is basically season 2 of the Mandalorian, episode 11.
10, yeah,
because this is not a Boba Fett episode at all.
But like I said, best episode ever.
Well, yeah, because it's not Boba Fett. And it's really funny. I think I might have mentioned this before, but it's really funny because of the backlash that this show is getting.
Yeah,
I'm now becoming a Boba Fett fan because I'm like, bro, some new Mandalorian comes along and all of a sudden you guys are salivating and shit, but you're forgetting the OG.
The OG original.
The one that started off this Mandalorian shit.
The original OC, because he's the original clone.
That was
pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That's what happens when you're watching the game and trying to make a joke at the same time. But like we were saying, it's good. This episode, it is really good. The thing that bugged me, and again, I nitpick shit, but it's the same. That's one thing I said. I realized how much I enjoyed his voice. There's something about his voice as Mando that's like cool. Definitely better than Boba Fett. But it's the same shit. All of a sudden, there's now another quest that he has to go on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I have a side quest to the main quest because I have to go
do the quest.
Reestablish myself as a and that was another thing. Well, I have to reestablish myself as a Mandalorian, but on the way, I'm going to go see my little buddy first. And dude, did you notice that they made the little package? That
it looked like with his little ears.
Yeah. But yeah, he has to go, and I'm like, that's one plot hole to me. And they better explain it because I'm like, okay, if by taking off his helmet, he is no longer a Mandalorian, doesn't that mean he automatically relinquishes the Darksaber? Even
he won it in battle.
Well, yeah, but he's not a Mandalorian, so that applies. Even if, well, that's true because Gideon or whatever his name was not
Mandalorian. He had it. And he won it in battle too. So
see, that's why I needed you. Yeah. Where were you all of season 1, bro?
I know.
You know what? We should go back, not re-record, but play the episode, and then you correct me.
We can do that. Are we gonna do the top 10, movies of 1987 or what we used to do? We used to do like, oh, this is a movie that came out and from season 1. You do like the top 10 movies.
Did I? Dude, I don't remember what I fucking said 5 minutes ago. And you want me to remember what I did in season 1? This fucking guy.
I listened to all the shows. What do you want me to say?
You have a better memory than that, and I did them. Sometimes I listen to them and I'm like, I said what? God damn, I'm stupid. How did you guys tolerate my shit?
Just a little bit,
dude. They're so fucking funny though. Not funny like in a good way, but like ridiculous because the audio was so bad on some of them, and I was putting that shit together like Legos without the instructions.
But it's okay because we still kind of like still struggling.
Hell yeah. But like I said, I love the process. Anyway,
Mandalorian, the Darksaber.
I don't know where this.
He is no longer a Mandalorian. He's no longer with the cult, so I think that's a good thing for him because it is a cult.
Well, and that's one of the things that they established in this episode is that he's realizing that he's part of, or no, I'm sorry, it was in a TikTok that you sent me that they said he's now realizing that he's part of a extremist version of the Mandalorians. So I think that's going to come into play later on, which is going to be
And then there
cool.
was 2. That's what you get, sucker.
Right?
But I guess he's not going to have any more armor. I wonder how that armor is going to look on Grogu.
I think it's just like a chain link thing.
That's what it seemed like. But really, out of the whole spear, the whole entire spear.
Yeah, because they'll take a plate and make like an entire chest piece, but like out of the whole spear, they have this tiny little thing that fits in the little Yoda shaped.
Oh, it's because you're gonna add water, and it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow.
It's gonna grow. Oh shit, that was bad.
That's pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. I don't know. I don't know how they continue from here, because do they continue to show that much of Mandalorian's Mando's quest, or do they go back to Boba Fett's story?
Because they're gonna go back to Boba Fett because Mandalorian's gonna leave.
Yeah, but they could follow.
But they needed him to work for them, right?
Yes,
because they said they needed muscle.
But that's what I mean, though, because he says, "Yeah, I'll help you guys out. Don't even pay me, but I have to go see my little buddy first."
So guess what? He'll be back season 2.
You think that's what it is? I have a feeling that they're gonna actually show it.
Think so?
I think they're gonna because he has to come back to help him. Mando helping Boba Fett has to be this season, because because that's the thing that he's preparing for is presumably going to happen this season. Or are you thinking that the war he's preparing for is going to be season 2?
Yeah, I think so.
That's gonna suck, dude. If that happens, people are gonna lose their shit. They're gonna be like, after episode 5, the rest of the season sucked. Because
And you know what kind of throws me off too sometimes is on Boba Fett, they go back and forth, from his past and then back to where he's at.
You know what the biggest problem with that is? They didn't make any effort whatsoever of showing an age difference at all. Like, there's no way to tell that it was. You could look at other shows and be like,
but they did.
Oh, that was young.
He wore white pajamas. Now he wears black pajamas.
Oh, is that what it is? My bad. He comes out way more in his fucking trunks, his tighty whities, and
right?
When it's present. If you see tighty whities, it's present day.
Yeah, but they're black.
But yeah, because like the episode where he saves the girl and brings her back to life or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
I totally thought that was real time, and I'm like, what was she on a side mission? Did she follow him? Like, why? Now, like I said at the beginning, I'm like, well, why the fuck is he in front of his own temple, like the palace or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm like, the fuck? And then I'm like, oh, that was a past.
And the Mandalorian didn't shoot her, did he?
No, I don't think so.
There had to have been something because he saw her. Don't you remember? Like, he left her there.
Oh, I don't remember that. They showed that in The Mandalorian? Mm-hmm. Oh.
I think it ended like that.
Oh, is that what it is?
And then he was in the shadow. He came out in the shadow, and then they were like, well, who picked her up?
Look at you.
Remember some stuff. It's probably not even part of the...
Right, that's not even what happened.
Probably like something that happened in Star Wars Episode 1.
That's just what you remember.
It's just kind of like, Anyways.
See, that's why I need to rewatch it. That's why I enjoy rewatching shit, because I rewatch it, I'm like, oh, what? Then it's like, yeah, that happened the first time. I don't remember. I'm watching it all over again.
I mean, I like the storyline, and I like how it's going, especially with the Darksaber. But it's just so crazy that he's done. He's no longer Mandalorian because the 2 Mandalorians that are left, the other 2, said no. Yeah, you're done
from the cult.
So now it's kind of like, okay, are they done? That's it. It's over. No more Mandalorian.
Well, I mean, technically, I guess because he refused to give up his armor and stuff because he's like, it's part of my religion.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like being excommunicated from the Catholic Church, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see where this all heads, because they're letting us know what happens and that was another thing that people going apeshit because it was Bryce Dallas Howard. Like, oh my God, she needs her own series and stuff. I'm like, I could have told you that before this episode. She's a fucking badass. Like, she fucking does.
She directed
really
that
good work.
What other ones did she direct?
I can't think of, I'd have to look it up, but
They
I know
said it was
she's done
a few of them, a handful of them, right?
Yeah, because I remember when that was not the big deal, but it was kind of a little side note when she was doing Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That a lot of people were like, she needs to stick to directing. She's so much a better director than she is an actress and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, she's not that bad of an actress. She actually did good in Spider-Man. And she did good in Jurassic Park. Mm-hmm. Cinda, to this day, will not rewatch that movie just because she's like, it's so stupid that she's wearing the fucking heels through the whole fucking movie. Like, at some point, just take them off and run. But yeah, they were going through this whole thing that, she's a better director than she is an actress.
I had no idea she was a director.
So I could definitely see that. I could give her the Black Croissant series and she'll make it amazing. Because otherwise, it'd just be him making the lovely googly eyes. That
he doesn't even do the Wookiee voice. I mean, why? Don't they all do the Wookiee voice?
I think I had to cut that out of last episode, so I'm going to definitely leave it in this episode where we're talking about his googly eyes.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, grrr, and then he turns to look at you and the lovely eyes. Yeah. It's like, the Black Croissant Show. No.
The Black Croissant Man.
Obi-Wan needs to come the fuck out already.
I think the Obi-Wan's going to be really good.
What else to say about the Book of Boba? I'm really enjoying that. Like, the way that people are knocking it. I thought people would be... I kind of see that because I kind of mentioned that he was supposed to be this badass and now he's kind of turning this leaf kind of where he seems a bit soft. But
I think it has to do with him getting older. I was gonna say, and then running with the Targaryens. He's not Targaryen.
He's running with the Targaryens, and that I think that's the part that people are missing is that he had his Dances with Wolves experience, and he's like the way that he tells Black Croissant, like, dude, I'm done killing or hunting for other people. Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So, I think the show's not doing a good job of establishing those things, but I also think that the fans are missing that.
Yeah.
It's a bad combination of not being well put and not being well understood.
Yeah.
So, I'm really enjoying it. It's not as good as The Mandalorian, I'll admit. But like I keep saying, Mandalorian has 2 seasons in. This one is barely halfway or more or less of season 1, so give it a fair shot.
I think it's just, I don't know. It's good. I'll continue to watch it like we always say. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it has to do with the acting or
I think that is
just
part of it.
So like enthralled with the Mandalorian. What's his name? Jujitsu?
Mando?
Jinjutsu?
Jin Djarin.
Jinjarin. That,
you know, the Mandalorian ginger ale.
Yeah, ginger ale and croissant. Come on, dude.
We keep fucking up all the names. Black Croissant and ginger ale.
Yeah.
They should have their own show.
They could. Between 2 tubs, I don't know.
Between 2 tubs. That was like totally pulling something random out of the air. 2 tubs.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what we're going to say for next week.
This is a big, long list.
No, it's the same list, but
hey,
there's nothing to add to it.
Did you ever watch Hit Monkey? I was looking on Hulu right now. Hit Monkey?
No, but that reminds me, on NFTs, you can get one of the comics of Hit Monkey in NFT form. And there's something that I need to tell you about NFTs off camera. That's very interesting.
Very interesting.
I don't know if it'll come off well on the shot, but I wore the shirt. Supposed to wear it last week. He was supposed to wear his because we were going to finish up Cobra Kai.
And if you didn't notice what happened last week on our video.
What happened last week on our... Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't supposed to be last week. It was supposed to be the week before. But anyway, yeah. The magic of editing. I pulled that off really well, huh? You couldn't even tell that I wasn't there.
Right.
And you're right. If I had been wearing a white shirt, that
would have been perfect.
Yeah.
It's okay. But, you know.
We're learning. We'll get there.
Be all right.
By the time we hit our 1000th episode, we're still going to have some fuck-ups.
Right.
Probably. I feel like there was something else that we definitely should be adding to watch list. Pretty much. You know what? Let's do our ending, and then we can rant some more if we want. So, we'll have our stuff to watch. I will make it a point. I don't care. I shouldn't say that. Knock on wood. Whatever happens, I'm going to try my best to catch up on stuff so we have plenty to talk about and not chop it the way that we did this one. That being said, sir.
Yes. Me? What? Huh?
Anything you want to throw in there?
Oh.
That you're super tired and peace out? And
my name is Jeff.
So thank you guys for putting up with us, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Be good to each other, and more importantly, be good to yourselves.
Peace.
It's okay. So this part we can